Hello everyone, this is going to be my last video of self-sabotage, and today we're going to talk about self-sabotage to self-mastery. So listen up, this is going to be a very good one. There's a really big difference between suppressing versus controlling your emotions. You have to allow your brain to behave as it wants to, but you need to regulate your reaction to how it behaves. Suppressing is unconscious and controlling your emotions is conscious. An example of controlling can be that you become aware you're angry, but you choose what you do about it. Suppressing is that you don't know how you feel and your behavior seems out of control. And you have to understand that you're always responsible for how you choose to react to any situation you're coming into. Mental health is not really how happy you can seem to be, but it's how you can go about your day-to-day life and your challenges without holding yourself back. This is what true mental health really is. Learning to trust yourself again, and this over the 2 years I have come to doing this myself. This is like inner peace is in knowing that everything in life is going to be okay and it always will be. And how you can kind of come to this realization of inner peace is that you have gone through a lot of things and shit in the past, but you keep on knowing that at the end of the day it's going to be okay. There's this place of total knowing and calmness within you that okay, this is a really bad situation happens, but you know that in the end it's going to be fully fine. And you can see this in people that have this total knowing and calmness within themselves. They're totally with peace with themselves. You can see there's a certain aura of calmness within them, and you can see that when you see them. You have to understand that your thoughts and your actions create a ripple effect throughout your life, and you have to understand that whatever you give your energy towards, that's how it's going to be in terms of your thoughts, and your thoughts become your behaviors and behaviors become actions and so forth. So you have to make yourself quiet enough so the water comes back to its natural stillness, and this you can do by meditation, just being quiet and just be there. And you don't have to force it. Don't force it to be still like your thoughts. You just don't have to interrupt it, and you have to stop interrupting all the thoughts. Just be there and just see them for what they are, and don't really take any part in them. Happiness, this is a really good one. What do you typically imagine will bring you happiness in your life? Is it getting the girlfriend? Is it hitting that PR on bench press in the gym? Is it getting that promotion? Is it going to become wealthy, like moving to this other country? You have to understand that what happens truly when you hit those things is that you just end up returning back to your baseline when you achieve those things. And this kind of happiness is not real. It's not real. It's just external happiness, because you need an external factor in order to get the happiness. So how do you actually become fully happy all the time and in a state of happiness? It's just having inner peace and become peace with whenever you are in any given day. If it's raining, it's okay, be at peace with that. It's fine. Or let's say you get rejected, it's okay, it's fine. There's going to be more fishes in the sea, or you might not just get the job, but that doesn't really fully hold you down. It's just okay, maybe I wasn't the right person for the job. This is what truly happiness is that whenever situation you are in, you can feel at peace with it. The next one is inner peace. And our monkey mind, it tends to kind of just come up with all kind of weird worries and fears and everything like that. And most of the time it has nothing to do with reality. And you have to understand that our monkey mind just wants to find problems everywhere and stuff like that, because it wants to be entertained all the time and it wants to problem solve, but this drives us away from inner peace. And you're also scared of going into your feeling states, into the states of all your feelings, because maybe you have an inner child that is too traumatized. And how could this look like? It could be that everything is falling apart and you should just give up. And this could be a thing, you have a thought in your head. And if this keeps happening every single day, you might have an inner child that is too traumatized. And you have to remind yourself that worries are a fabrication of your own mind. It's not really true. Because when you look back at your life and you see how many worries you actually have had, and like big worries about the future and stuff like that, like that everything life is going to be so bad. How many of those worries became actually reality? Most of the time, not many of them, and most of the time, none of them at all. So think about that. Look back at your life. Every difficult situation you said you never get through. Look at those situations. You got through them. Be proud of yourself, you did it. So you are doing good. And every time you have genuinely felt happy and at peace, look at those times and you probably will find out that most of the time that's when you have been the most present and not been thinking in the future or in the past too much. How do we become mentally strong? Everyone wants that. You need a plan because plans fix problems. And in this way you need to think long term, like the long term outcome. Because if you keep on doing that, you're going to set yourself up for success. You have to humble yourself also because everything is not about you. You have to understand that no matter what you do in your life, like people are not going to like, ha ha ha, this guy, he didn't do that. Like all your friends and your family, they don't think about you every single day. Just be yourself, do whatever you want to do in your life, and of course don't just like take drugs and all of these things, right? Do something that you really want to do, and like don't think too much about what other people think. Ask for help. You're not supposed to know everything. Cut yourself some slack. Ask people because yes, you might be very smart, but you're not supposed to know everything. You need to be good at some specific things. That's really how you get farther in life. So it's okay, just ask for some help. The next one is that if you're not mentally strong, it's because you're thinking in either ors. And this is like very much anxiety thinking. Like it could be that if I lose my job, I'm a failure. Like why just because you lose your job you're a failure? That doesn't make sense. This is like a false dichotomy that your mind creates. If this relationship ends, I'll never find love again. Where did you get that from? Truly, where did you get that from? Of course you're going to find love again. It's naturally. It's going to happen. If this scary thing happens, I won't be able to go on. Why not? You're going to look back on it and you'll be like, well, that was really scary at the moment, but afterwards you will be able to reflect on it and all of these things, and you will be able to go on. Take full responsibility for your outcomes. Even if it was something that was out of your control, still take responsibility for it, because if you do that, it will feel very hard in the beginning, but when you begin to take full responsibility for everything in your life, that means that you're also the creator that can change everything in your life, and you can do that. So don't think it's just up to fate. Take your time. Growth happens incrementally. This is so important. I have seen this in a lot of people. They just give up. Because they see some adversity, it's going to be hard, and they just give up, just like that. But you have to understand that you don't just get 100% better every single day. It's like 1.2% every single day, then it's like maybe 1.7% every single day, then it's like 1.1% every single day, and then 0.1% every single day. It's very different, and what I would just say is that habit stack the good habits, think positively, have a plan, and trust me, growth will happen. How to truly enjoy your life. If you're in a place of trauma and pain, you can't force yourself to be happy. First, you just need to step into neutral and not being in pain and trauma firstly. Because you can't, because if you keep on doing something when struggling, stop trying to make yourself feel good. You're intensifying the polarity of your feelings. Let's say that you want one thing, right? You want to feel good, but you're struggling. That polarity between each other, that's so far away. And the more you want to become happy, and the more you just keep on struggling, the more you're going to struggle because you're intensifying these polarities of your feelings. Stop trying to be happy. You're happy. Happiness is your natural state. So when you stop resisting, also you can get more happiness by not trying to prove yourself to other people. Because you don't have anything to prove to other people. You need to prove it to yourself. And also see yourself as an equal around other people. Because if you don't, if you just keep on saying, I'm much better than them and I'm much better than them, You'll not even see them as people. So this is one like thing I don't think you think about normally, but really do see yourself as an equal to those around you. Even let's say they have less ambition than you can still have a much more ambition than them and drive. You should still see yourself as an equal. It's like that thing where, like, where you see people becoming, they think they become God, they're the master of the world. You are never that person. You cannot become that person. You're still just a human with a lot of ambition and drive, of course, and see challenging times as opportunities for transformation. So let's say I don't get any results in my coaching right now, or I don't see any progress with my gym and my kilos. I'm even though I'm progressive overloading, I can't see to do the weight. See those challenging times as way to transformation. Maybe there is something I'm missing here, or maybe that I'm not doing more of something, or maybe I'm like, oh, this is actually the thing I needed to do in order to, or maybe it was my technique, maybe it was my angle, whatever it is. It's like, this is challenging, but it's just an opportunity. If I fail, I learn. If I fail, I don't lose, I just learn. Be careful which thoughts you give energy in your life, because they gain life. So if you have a lot of thoughts about your negative and how bad you are, bad self-image, all of these things, that you can't get girls, you can't make a lot of money, you can't live your dream life, you can't be happy because of this and this and this, the more you do that, the more they gain life, because the more you think about it, the more they gain life. Because if you put an emotion onto a thought, that means that you have given it energy, and it comes to life, and it will basically just go into your life and show you that of course you're not able to get girls, because that's what you just said to yourself, and because you gave it energy. Becoming a master of self. Everyone wants this. I want it, you want it, everyone wants to do it, right? You need to take radical and complete responsibility for your life. Like, whatever happens, you need to completely take responsibility. Once that's within your bubble of what you can change, then you can change it. But if you put it outside of your bubble, then you just say that other people have to change it, your environment have to change it. But it feels so scary, but you need to do it. Also, the way you respond to something determines the outcome. So the way you respond to failure, to a situation, here you can use perspective, because there's many ways you can respond to a situation that can have many different outcomes. Don't just think it's one of other. There's like 10 different ways you can do it. There's maybe 20 different ways you can respond to it with 20 different outcomes. So it's not just either or. All of the years of discomfort where you're like, oh man, I feel discomfort, like I'm just playing games, I'm just eating chips, all of these things, they try to tell you that you're capable of more. There's like this voice within you, and this is what the discomfort feel like, because you deeply within yourself, you know that you are not living up to your full potential, that it's trying to tell you that you are capable of more, but you keep on just ignore it. You kept on ignoring it, and the more intensified this discomfort becomes, the more you are trying to ignore it. So the less discomfort you feel in life, the more you are going towards the life that you want to live. And I want to just end off on this quote, that one day the big mountain that was in front of you will be so far behind you, it will barely be visible in the distance. And who you become in learning to climb it will stay with you forever. The thing is, if you want to become a millionaire, it's not the goal is not becoming a millionaire, it's becoming the guy who can make $1 million. So it's the guy you become in the progress of going after one goal. And that's the most important part. You should focus on the person that can achieve it. If you want to make 10K right now, your current self, your current beliefs, your current actions, all of your current worldview, is that a person that would be able to make 10K, 5K? Is that a person that would be able to run a marathon or whatever he wants to do? Is that a person that would be able to travel for a living? Whatever you want to do. If not, then you need to change your beliefs, your worldviews, and your actions, and thereby your habits. But most of it starts with your thoughts. And this is the point of the mountain. It's the becoming the person that is able to climb it. And if you want me to help you with that, let me know. Thank you guys for watching this video. I hope you fully enjoyed it. Let me know if there's anything more you want to see me talk about. And yeah, I really enjoyed making this one video, and I hope you can take something out of it and learn something. Let me know if you learned anything, and other than that, I just want to have that you get a good day. Bye bye.